Okay, so for week 4 of fall anime, the anime season does continue. Bleach, we get more fights. Shit is just happening in this anime. Orb, the story continues to be great. More characters trying to change the world. So many emotional motivations out here. Feels really good. I've been watching Dragon Ball Daima. It reminds me so much of GT that I'm like, bro, why do we need this? The animation looks a lot better, but goddamn. There's Blue Box. There's some drama happening, but yeah, very solid romance show. Dandadan, the story goes on. There's something missing with Okarun, so hopefully we solve that. And also ReZero, oh my god, this is like the most suffering Subaru has been through in a while, so yeah, we gotta help him there. So starting off with Dandadan, solid episode, you know, the anime very high quality, so yeah, even after these like cooldown episodes after the fight, we still get so many like kind of good storytelling moments, good romance and emotions. So yeah, this one kind of features Okarun and Momo kind of like going to school together the next day, but Okarun is so shy, he doesn't really like know if she wants to be his friend anymore. You know, it was like they solved the business together, they fought aliens, but besides that, they kind of live in two different worlds. Okarun's kind of like a quiet, nerdy loser. Momo's kind of like a hot, popular girl. So yeah, he tries to avoid her, but then she's like, nah, let's walk together. So yeah, they kind of like talk a bit, but during lunch, they can't really find each other. So Okarun's like, is she avoiding me? She's like, oh, is he avoiding me? It felt really good. They're kind of tracking each other in school, but then they keep missing each other. So now they're just like by themselves during lunch. They can't talk about ghosts and aliens. I feel so bad, bro. Like our friendship is getting ruined. But yeah, as they kind of like sit outside in the yard by themselves, they walk back into school, they bump into each other. Very funny how this is portrayed because they actually like kind of touch lips and then their teeth kind of make contact with each other. And it's like their first kiss kind of. So yeah, like they are happy that they see each other, but now they're kind of embarrassed that like they kissed each other. But yeah, their dynamic is so cool. You see how like they tease each other, they fight with each other, but they also kind of understand each other and love hanging out. So yeah, that's really cool. Their relationship kind of like gets like thrown out in school, so Momo tries to avoid him as well because she's very shy, honestly. Also, before that, we meet a new character. She's like this pink-haired schoolgirl. Very popular. She kind of makes some moves on Okarun, tries to like seduce him. So yeah, she's like the homewrecker out here. Momo doesn't like it, and we realize that she's very narcissistic. So she's very much a fake person. Momo kind of uses her psychic powers to like drop a bucket on her head, kind of give her a concussion. That was pretty funny. But besides that, after school, they kind of get to talking. Okarun's balls are missing. Are you kidding me? So yeah, he has the shaft, but no balls. So yeah, they have to kind of solve this. Their grandmother does some like spiritual techniques to try to like understand why it's missing. She hits him with this magic fan. She puts like this soul mirror on him, and they realize that he's still cursed by the Turbo Granny. She's hiding inside of him. So yeah, they kind of like kick it out of him and channel it into like this like cat statue, the Maneki Neko, and then yeah, this is the character we've seen in the ending. So it's actually the Turbo Granny soul trapped in here. So yeah, her body is in the cat statue, but then her power is in Okarun, so he can transform again. So that's cool, my man. He's not stripped of his power. He can kind of contribute to these fights. And yeah, more adventures probably do continue. But a very funny way to do it. And then they made the Turbo Granny a sympathetic character last episode. Even though she was like kind of an evil ghost attacking people, she still kind of had like some sympathy for all these like dead missing women. So yeah, that was cool. And then after that, yeah, I guess she's gonna live with the main cast. You know, like we defeated the villain. Now she's like part of our team. But basically they still need her because she has Okarun's balls. But the problem is she dropped them. So yeah, cliffhanger. We end the episode there, I guess. We're gonna spend the rest of this anime finding his balls, hopefully. There's 2 of them, so there's at least 2 different adventures that we might have. But yeah, besides that, you know, very fun episode. The story keeps going, the quality's really high, and we're meeting more characters as the story kind of goes on. Also, after that, we have ReZero Season 3, Episode 5. Insane episode with Subaru just like fighting off these archbishops. But yeah, the problem is they're really strong, so yeah, he's getting bodied. I was hoping he would die, but I think he might die at the end of this episode, but maybe not. Like, the problem is if he dies, like, really early on, then us as a viewer, we have to kind of revisit all these archbishops one by one. So it looks like the way they're kind of portraying the story is that we meet every archbishop, we get their motivation, we get their power. After that, Subaru can die, and then he can figure shit out. But first, we need the kind of, like, plot dump over here. So, first off, we see Regulus, though. He's with Amelia. And then he asks her, oh, is she a virgin? She's going to be his 79th wife. And then she doesn't really know what a virgin is, so no one taught her sex education. She skipped that class. But yeah, she's very innocent, I guess. So yeah, Regulus kind of leaves her alone for now. So yeah, it looks like, you know, he has this like sex trafficking ring. He's literally Diddy right here. So it feels very bad. He has like this whole harem of girls, it looks like. I was thinking that like since he called one of the servants like wife number 100 something, I thought at first like he killed his wives if they were like not useful anymore. They got too old. And then they would replace them. But no, it looks like he just has like hundreds of girls. So yeah, he's just like keeping all of them. He's great for a reason. So yeah, Amelia's trying not to get groomed. She's trying to leave, but yeah, the wedding is gonna happen eventually. Subaru gotta save her. So that's also why I'm thinking that Subaru won't die anytime soon, because they have to kind of resolve this like wedding shit. And then if Subaru dies, we don't really know his spawn point. So we kind of have to go through all the other story things happening with all the other archbishops. So they kind of like fight off Gluttony. Subaru and Krush go into the tower to like look for Lust and fight the dragon. So yeah, they kind of like beat the dragon and they see a little girl. They save her. I'm like, bro, don't trust these children in ReZero. They're always evil. So yeah, this little girl is like a stand-in for Lust. It looks like Lust can transform her body into like anything. And it looks like she can also transform people into monsters. So yeah, Subaru kind of opens the door of hostages and it's a bunch of fly monsters. And then Lust's ability is basically idle transfiguration, Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen out here again. So yeah, definitely an insane power, you know, manipulating your body. Does not feel good as your consciousness is still in the animal. So yeah, she can transform people into animals, and then it's pretty fucked up. She reveals her true identity, kind of like a blonde, lolly looking skinny witch girl. She has like little wings growing, so it looks like she can take traits of other animals. And then yeah, she's just like punching Subaru, hitting him. I'm like, bro, how is this dude not dead? He's taking punches and kicks. His leg gets cut off. It's so insane. So yeah, he's like going through a lot of pain, and then she kind of puts her blood into him and Krush and is basically transforming them. They're in so much pain. It looks like they're not transforming yet, and the dragon kind of helps them. That's interesting. But yeah, basically after like a lot of fighting goes on, we see one of the other princesses gets attacked by Sirius, so she's still here. And then the whole kingdom starts flooding. Like the floodgates open, all the buildings are like getting destroyed. Subaru drowns in the water. So yeah, even though he has like massive amounts of blood loss, even though his leg is cut off and he's just like traumatized, he's drowning in the water, he'll probably survive. So yeah, that's where things are. It's like pretty fucked though. So maybe he'll die next episode, I'm hoping, because like you can't leave the city like this. Also after that, we see Reinhardt. So yeah, we saw him last episode talking to his dad. I'm like, bro, this scene is so boring and lame. Like the Archbishop's been attacking for like hours, and then he's just like hiding in his room with his dad. So yeah, that doesn't really make too much sense. I need to like see what's happening in the timeline, because yeah, the Archbishops can like magnify their voice. So can't Reinhardt just like hear their voice and then like track their location and attack them? Otto kind of helps save her with like these like little bugs. So yeah, he's here. He actually ran away from Gluttony, so that was cool. And then yeah, the episode kind of finishes there with Subaru kind of drifting away. Amelia's still like captured by Regulus. Kind of like a spooky episode with the Archbishop of Lust with a disturbing body transformation power, and Subaru's suffering, so it looks like things will get a lot worse before they get better. Also after that, we have Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War, Part 3, Episode 5. Aizen shows up here. It's been a matter of time. How do you fight the strongest dude ever? Get the other strongest dude ever to beat him. So it looks like Aizen's kind of like restrained for now. He still has like his spiritual energy there, but he's like strapped to a chair. And his chair kind of like doesn't nerf his power, but it like binds it to his body, so he can't really shoot it out. But yeah, if you get close to him, he'll fuck you up basically. So that's what's going on. We also see you watch. He kind of is merging with the Soul King. So now all of these like little black eyeballs start falling into the Soul Society. So yeah, everyone's trying to like fight off all the black eyeballs, and then Aizen just like shows up and crushes them all. So that was pretty funny. We see Shunsui just like kind of convincing everyone to work with Aizen. You know, it's not good. So yeah, first they got to save the world. Next they got to bind Aizen and deal with all the aftermath. Also after that, we see some of the left alive Quincy, Stern, Ritters are still here. There's like Basby. And then two of the girls from like the Femme Ritter squad with Bambi and everyone. So yeah, it's like the mouth girl, and then there's like the zombie girl. So both of them are there, and there's this new guy who kind of like one-shots Aizen. So his power kind of like nullifies your spiritual pressure. So he just like knocks out Aizen in like one move. Is this dude like one of the strongest dudes in the verse? Because that's such an insane feat. But yeah, I mean, Aizen was restrained. It was like a sneak attack, so you know, don't get too crazy with the power scaling. But yeah, his ability's like kind of nice, I guess. Yeah, he kind of knocks out Aizen insane, but then Basby kind of kills him, because then he wants the Stern Ritters to work with the Soul Reaper, because Yawatch kind of left them here to die. So they want to work together to get revenge. They don't really want to save the world or anything, but yeah, they have like nowhere to go basically. Also, everyone else kind of like teams up as well. So yeah, we see every other remaining Soul Reaper left alive. They kind of meet together in the research district. It was so hype seeing like everyone show up, and it's like, oh, I need your energy to go up into the Royal Palace. It was very cool. We see all the like kind of remaining captains here that are still alive. So yeah, that's nice. Kenpachi's also here. Yatru was missing, so yeah, I was like concerned about her because she just like disappeared. After that, we kind of go into the Royal Palace. We see like the aftermath. I looked really bad, but then yeah, Orihime kind of healed everyone off screen. That was nice. I assume Ganchu just like did some smoke bombs and they just like teleported away. But yeah, after that, a new character comes in as well to kind of like help them out. So it's Grimjo. He's one of the Arankars, the Espadas. Like I didn't think he was dead, but I didn't think we'd see him again. So yeah, he's here. He was kind of like a nice, like a good villain, like very strong. But also, I guess it makes sense that he's like friends with us now. So yeah, we're seeing more characters kind of resurface. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this Blood War. It's super hype, and yeah, can't wait for more. Also, after that, we have Blue Box episode 6. There's some drama happening because Hina, the pink-haired gymnastics girl, she caught feelings for Taiki. Oh my god, I didn't think they'd do this. I thought she's like just like a nice friend, like a supporting character, but nah, like they bring out the love triangle very early on. So I mean, I guess it's expected to happen, but she'll probably have her mini character arc here in season 1. She'll grow and she'll kind of like move past this crush because of course we can't forget the real ship, Chinatsu and Taiki. So yeah, they live together. So the way Hina finds out is that she kind of takes Chinatsu's phone and tries to return it to her. But yeah, as she's kind of following her to her house, she realizes it's Taiki's house. So she kind of feels a bit sad because he's living with his crush. So then she's kind of like instantly in a losing position. And she didn't really do anything to like hang out with Taiki or anything, but she just feels like a bit betrayed, a bit sad. And then yeah, her true feelings are out here now. It also like impacts her gymnastics performance, which is pretty sad. He's also like a good dude that kind of listens to her, supports her. So yeah, that kind of happens here again as she's like struggling with gymnastics. She's like falling and everything. She kind of bumps into this door and like twists her ankle, which I was like very shocked. I'm like, damn, it's over. She can't make the nationals anymore. She's got to let everyone down, all these expectations on her. But then Taiki kind of like lifts her up, goes to a nurse's office with her, and then she realizes that it's just like a bruised ankle. So she was just like panicking, getting in her head. But yeah, Taiki's presence there just like makes her calm down, feel relaxed. So yeah, Chinatsu kind of notices this like dynamic between Taiki and Hina. She's like, am I in the way? Because they're such a good match together. And I'm like, girl, you're not in the way. You're the winner. The drama feels very good, though. Just like very simple and genuine. And yeah, it looks like everyone has the same goal. You know, be the best in your sport. Make nationals. And then you'll get the confidence to kind of ask out your crush. Also, after that, we have Orb episode 6. So yeah, this involves Badini. So he's the new priest we see. He has an eye patch. And he's kind of like a scholar type of priest. So when Oxy comes in with these like forbidden documents, his interest gets intrigued, but then when he reads them, he's like, if they're not worth my time, then I'm not going to listen to you. So yeah, he kind of reads it, but yeah, this book is like amateur stuff, so yeah, the real stuff in the chest. He kind of wants Oxy to prove himself. So yeah, Oxy doesn't really have anywhere else to go, so he's like, he kind of weighs his options. Oh, should I go to a different kingdom, restart my life, no one's gonna know any better? Or should I just like go on with this research? So he kind of looks at the necklace, it like kind of shows him that he has like a big responsibility here. Also, after that, we do get Badini's backstory. He's kind of like a really smart monk, and then he like went to like this prestigious church, but then he's like a bit too smart. He gets tortured for studying too much basically, and then he's like, no, I'm not gonna stop. He can handle the pain. He's so tough. He wants to like appreciate the creation of God by like understanding it better. So he's like, yeah, we need to understand the way the stars move and everything. We need to figure it out. So then yeah, the one mistake he did is that he tries to like go through the kind of forbidden documents that are held in the church, and then the head priest kind of like finds him out, and then they burn his eyeballs. They put like candle wax in both his eyes. We see that he has an eye patch, so he's not permanently blind. He has like sight on one eye, but it's like very bad. And then when Oxy visits him, it kind of like gives him the passion to continue. So he kind of like maps out the sky, gives it to Badini. Badini follows him into the mountains and then reads the documents, and it's like, yo, this makes sense. So he realizes that the earth is actually moving, while all the other 1,000 years of like Aristotle and Ptolemy's research say that like everything else is moving, but the earth is standing still. So the fact that the earth is moving kind of like shows retrograde motion, where it explains how like the inconsistent movement of other planets like makes sense. Then if it gets close to another planet that's moving, it looks like that planet's like kind of like moving in slow motion going behind, but actually everything's just moving on their own axis. So it just explains everything. You know, the universe is consistent, shit is beautiful. Like if you like, they did an experiment where like one dude kind of moves in a circle, another dude kind of runs past him, so when he like kind of nears him, it looks like the other dude's like walking backwards. And now like their research kind of goes on. So yeah, like we reach a good point here. We kind of get an ally in Badini, and now Oxy, he kind of has like some purpose in this world. He sees that the world is beautiful, and yeah, I guess they'll continue their research. We'll meet more characters, and then, you know, hopefully we don't get in trouble, and then yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen next. But yeah, very beautiful show. Okay, so for Dragon Ball Daima episode 4, we're going on like some GT adventures. Goku, Supreme Kai, and this new dude Glorio. So yeah, they kind of like visit their first planet pretty much in this episode. It's kind of nice. They like save this like little girl, I guess, and then do stuff. Glorio's kind of like this new kind of cool dude from the demon world. He has like this like spaceship that can also travel through time, so he's like the future Trunks of this like GT verse, if you want to compare them 1-to-1. So yeah, their ship can only fit 3 people. That's why Vegeta's not there. And I guess their mission is to like, you know, defeat the new Demon King. But yeah, as they're kind of like going through the demon world, they see that their ship is stolen. Grand Theft Auto out here. So they're kind of like going through the planet. It's interesting. We meet more like races of characters. We fight some more people. They save like this little girl apparently. And then yeah, cool fight scene with Goku kind of like using his power pole and shit. So yeah, we end the episode there with this new like little girl character that we rescued. I don't know, she looks kind of like sus. But yeah, I guess we kind of have to get our ship back and then we kind of continue with the adventures. You know, the show looks really good, animated very well. But also just like keeps reminding me of GT so much. I'm like, bro, we could have had more Super. We could have had like something else. But yeah, I guess we have GT too right now. Also after that, we have the story of girls that couldn't be magicians. Here's kind of like a big kind of like school festival with everyone kind of like preparing for a race. So yeah, all the different classes are gonna race to the finish line. The problem is the magic students, they can use their broomsticks. That's kind of unfair. But yeah, we see like there's this like giant lake that they have to traverse and the lake kind of sucks out mana. So they're kind of like sinking, having trouble in the lake while everyone else tries to catch up. Harumi and her friends, they kind of team up. It's like the power of positivity. So yeah, that's cool. Everyone's kind of like improvising and then they finally kind of like launch up like this geyser and then drop into the hot springs area to the finish line. So that's cool. They kind of like couldn't use magic, unfortunately. So hopefully Kurumi gets to use magic soon because every time she tries, she knows the glyphs, but she just fails. So I guess this is like a matter of practice. Hopefully she gets better. But yeah, I just feel so sad when she can't use magic. Like basically they make third place at the race, which is really cool because like usually if you can't use magic, you don't even finish the race. So, the fact that they get third place means they can chill in this like hot springs hotel. So the relationship with the classmates are getting stronger. They lost their teacher, but it looks like she's doing her own thing. So yeah, maybe she'll play a part. But hopefully the girls can work together, kind of like, you know, use magic, solve like all these kind of sinister mysteries happening in the school. And besides that, yeah, cute, positive episode showing that these regular people can hang with the magicians as well. And yeah, that's it for the shows this week. Thank you for watching. Another quick episode, you know, knocking these animes out. So yeah, that's nice. I've been catching up with some fantasy shows. Danmachi season 5 has been like very solid. Different gods out here. So yeah, each season they kind of focus on a new party. There's a lot of other like cute shows. There's Demon Lord 2099, which is like pretty much like a reverse isekai concept. Blue Lock continues to be PNG Lock, but I think next episode they're gonna like have the under 20 competition. We see all of these like kind of strong brawlic people from the team. So yeah, it looks like very scary. So yeah, all the characters are evolving, strengthening their weapons, and then reaching their potential. And yeah, besides that, that's it for this week. So yeah, please let me know if I forgot any animes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Peace.